Welcome back to the channel, hey guys. Golden State over here. On today's topic, I want to cover that 2023 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R was just released. So the only difference with your 2021 and 2022 KRT edition is just the color scheme, but everything else remains the same. Like literally there is no changes. So let's jump on the bike and I will break that down for you in more details. Welcome back to the channel again, guys. So on today's topic, I want to talk about that 2023 ZX-10R, which was just released. So that is it, not in the US market yet, which will be in about a couple months or so, but it was released, I believe, in one of the Asian countries, which is Indonesia, I believe. I'm not really sure. The Kawasaki, for the ZX-10R lineup, they pretty much release every, like, they change the bike, the way how it looks, or the way how the actual bikes looks like. So they lift the face, or they have a lot of major changes every, I believe, 4 or 5 years. But the Gen 6 ZX-10R, when that came out, they only had it for a couple years. So basically the KRT edition beginning 2021 and 2022, they were exactly the same bike, same color and everything. They didn't change anything on the bike. And then they just changed that the non-KRT, which was on 2021 was black, and then 2022 was that gray and red bike. And then for 2023, they kind of went back to the older ZX-10R, which was 2020 ZX-10R, which it had the ZX-10R, like, was the ZX-10R was written on the side of the fairing in like gold shades. I'm gonna put a picture up here so you know what I'm talking about. And then this 2023, they kind of went back to the same design, but just different colors. So the only difference is about 2023 and 2021 and 2022, the only difference is just the color of the bike. So basically they did not change anything on the bike. Like everything stayed the same as much as far as the motor, engine goes, and power and everything. So pretty much everything is the same. And here's the time if you want to buy a motorcycle. So in US market, once the 2023 comes out, then that's where you can go ahead and buy your 2021 or 2022 ZX-10R if anything left, because of the chip shortage and electronic shortage. There's also a bike shortage as well. So I remember when I bought my KRT edition, there was only like 6-7 of them in California. So I bought one from all the way Los Angeles. Sorry, I'm gonna go to highway. I hope it sounds good, but we'll see. The 2023 KRT edition, it's where they went back to all black model. Let me mirror to the far lane so I can have a peace of mind. Man, the power is insane on the ZX-10R. So on 2023, they went back to the same green. So here's the deal: if you're an owner of 2021 or 2022 ZX-10R, by paying $3,000 or so, you can own a 2023. And how that works is that once the bike comes out, all the OEM parts will be also on sale. So you can go to the websites who sell the OEM parts for a motorcycle, and you can purchase the fairings of 2023 and put it on your 2021 or 2022 ZX-10R. So that way you are caught up with your 23 model. However, your actual bike, it is still 21 or 22, but the fairing and the color, it is still 2023. So that's one thing. If you consider yourself buying if you're already owner of a 21 and 22 ZX-10R, that's how you can be up to date by buying all the OEM fairings from either Kawasaki or Revsdale or websites like that. then you can replace them yourself, and then boom, you have a 2023. And then if you are having and if you do not have a motorcycle, and if you want to buy one of these ZX-10Rs, then you can go ahead and buy a 21 or 22 model if the price is a thing for you, so you can find it cheaper, because every time they release a new model, then the older model has to go, so they reduce the price. So here's how you can buy almost a liter bike with shit ton of technology for less than 15,000. It's brand new with 0 mileage. It's just like you have to find it, and then if you're in California, these bikes are a little harder to find because they have to be California compliant. But yeah, the 2023 model, I believe it'll come to US market on November-ish, and once I put a hand on the first one, I'll make sure I post a video on it. Alright guys, well, thank you. This was my information about the 2023 that just was released in one of the Asian countries. It should come to US market in about a few months, so stay alert, and then ask me any question if you have. And thank you for tuning to the channel. Thank you for watching the videos. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon, so every time I post a new video content, you will be notified. Also drop a like, dislike, and you know the drill. Thank you, and we'll talk to you later.